Hey guys, it's Jill, and I'm just hanging out here on top of the parking garage, and been reflecting a little bit on some things that took place recently, and I just want to address the number of social structures that have to fail a child repeatedly for them to be 20 years old seeking assistance from the police and then be crucified as if they were supposed to know any better. Recently, a young woman in our community who was 20 years young was accused of having sexual relations with a 14-year-old minor. It made the local news outlets. But my question really lies in how did we miss all of the warning signs? How many things went wrong in this child's life for her to be even walking that path? I've said before that a lot of the people I meet in addiction recovery admit to not having been caught in the system or to not having been shown or taught things at home, especially women. I see women with self-harm scars. I see women with wounds on their heart from family members, from sexual abuse and trauma that they were handed at a very young age. And the one thing that they say is, I didn't know how to parent myself. I didn't know how to raise myself. And if they have children, they admit to not understanding how to raise their own children because you can't know what you were never taught. The American Civil Liberties Union, the ACLU, states that in New York State, a 13-year-old houseless or runaway youth can self-advocate for medical care, for dental care, for reproductive care, for mental health care. So let me ask you, when this 14-year-old told the police that they willingly engaged in a sexual act with this 20-year-old female, were they old enough to self-advocate? Where is the line, friends? When my child was 14, I allowed them to have Snapchat because they asked repeatedly. A few weeks later, they deleted the app because they had seen so many of their peers' genitals that they were mortified, horrified. I almost just put those words together because that's really where we were at, because it is atrocious. I had to reach out to young girls' parents and grandparents because they were identifying themselves by names as popping handfuls of pills that they didn't identify on Snapchat. That's a real thing, hand to God, and the parents and the grandparents who are going to see this are going to know that this really took place, okay? Because our teens are off the rails. So for all the people attacking me, going, oh my goodness, she runs a teen center and she's advocating for this young girl. Yes, I am advocating for this young girl because we consistently fail these teens. And the reason that I know that my teen center is working is because the kids coming through my door are the ones standing outside of the gender binary. They're the ones with the bracelets up their wrists, even though their self-harm scars go all the way to their elbow. And the goal of my teen center is to keep our kids from having sex in our parking garage, or for our 17-year-olds from throwing themselves off the top of it. Okay? Because it's not acceptable. We continue to fail these kids, and when they come for help, we ostracize them, we crucify them, we make them monsters. Some of us better start seeking our soul in real quickly, because everything that happens in this city is on every single one of us. Every single one of us. If you would like to know how to donate or to help to the Teen Center at the Phoenix Building, also known as the Good Vibe House, please reach out to me. My name is Jillian Barron, and I have lived in this city my entire life. This city, OCFS, the police department, failed me as a child repeatedly. Repeatedly. Is it a problem? Yes. Are the parents a problem? Absolutely. Is public education a problem? More so than it is a solution, unfortunately. And if you'd like to know my opinions on that, I would love to speak with you about that as well. Okay, so anyways, I love you guys, but we really got to start coming together in a little bit more of like a humanistic approach to how we deal with our youth. Because this young girl cognitively was not 20 years old. And 20 years old, whether we want to admit it or not, is still a child. Their brain isn't even fully formed until 25 years of age. And when we consistently fail them, there is no line between right and wrong. There are no boundaries. And we need to stand together to create some. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. This is a cool view, though.